From children's TV to morning television royalty, the remarkable journey of Ben Shephard. When viewers tune in to British morning television, they see polished presenters delivering headlines, heartfelt interviews, and moments of humor that brighten the start of the day. Few hosts have mastered that balance quite like Ben Shephard. As he bids farewell to Good Morning Britain and prepares for a new chapter on This Morning, it's the perfect moment to reflect on a career that has spanned decades, one that began with children's television and grew into a beloved presence across British broadcasting. The early days, a natural in front of the camera. Long before he became a familiar face at breakfast tables across the UK, Ben Shephard was a young man with a passion for storytelling and sports. Born in Essex, England, Shephard grew up with a natural curiosity about the world around him. He wasn't just interested in watching television, he wanted to be part of it. His career began in the late 1990s, a period when British television was rapidly evolving and new presenters were emerging to shape the next generation of broadcasting. Shephard found his first major opportunity with the children's television strand The Bigger Breakfast, which aired on Channel 4. The show combined fun, energy, and youthful chaos, exactly the environment where a young presenter could prove his charisma. Shephard quickly stood out. His warm personality and natural humor made him popular with audiences, while producers noticed his ability to keep conversations flowing even in unpredictable live TV moments. Children's television has long been a training ground for some of the UK's best broadcasters, and for Shephard it became the foundation of everything that followed. Breaking into mainstream television. After proving himself on youth-oriented programming, Shephard began transitioning into more mainstream roles. Television executives saw his versatility. He could handle interviews, live segments, and even sports coverage with equal confidence. This versatility led him to opportunities with ITV, one of Britain's most influential broadcasters. His early work included presenting segments for various programs while building a reputation as someone who could adapt to any format. But Shephard had another passion that would soon shape his career: football. Becoming a football presenter. For many British presenters, sports coverage requires a different skill set than entertainment programming. It demands quick thinking, deep knowledge of the game, and the ability to engage passionate fans. Shephard found his place in that world through work with Sky Sports. Covering football and sports-related content allowed him to combine his broadcasting skills with his lifelong love of the game. He became a familiar face to fans, presenting football programming, interviewing players, and analyzing matches. His approach was conversational rather than overly technical, which helped bring casual viewers into the discussion. Unlike some sports pundits who rely on strong opinions and controversy, Shephard built his reputation on enthusiasm and relatability. Viewers felt like they were watching the game with a knowledgeable friend rather than a distant analyst. This blend of warmth and professionalism became his trademark. The game show success. Tipping point. While sports broadcasting strengthened his profile, another opportunity would transform Shephard into a daytime television staple. In 2012, he began hosting the popular ITV quiz show Tipping Point. At first glance, the format seemed simple. Contestants answered questions to win counters that could be dropped into a large arcade-style machine in hopes of pushing coins and prizes over the edge. But the show's success depended heavily on its host. Shephard brought energy, encouragement, and suspense to every episode. His reactions to near wins and dramatic drops turned the mechanical game into compelling television. Over the years, Tipping Point grew into one of ITV's most reliable daytime hits. For many viewers, Shephard became inseparable from the show itself. His ability to connect with contestants, celebrating their victories, and empathizing with their disappointments made the program feel personal rather than purely competitive. The Good Morning Britain era. While game shows and sports coverage expanded his audience, Shephard's most significant chapter began when he joined Good Morning Britain. Launched on ITV in 2014, the program aimed to reinvent the UK's breakfast television landscape. It combined news, entertainment, and interviews with public figures from politics, culture, and entertainment. Shephard quickly became a core member of the presenting team. His role on Good Morning Britain showcased a different side of his talents. Unlike sports coverage or quiz shows, morning news required a balance of empathy and authority. The presenters needed to discuss serious topics, global events, politics, and social issues, while still maintaining the warmth expected from breakfast television. Shephard excelled in that environment. His interviewing style was calm and respectful, allowing guests to speak openly while still guiding conversations in meaningful directions. He also brought moments of humor and lightheartedness that balanced the heavier news stories. Viewers came to appreciate his steady presence during both celebratory and difficult moments on the show. Memorable moments on GMB. During his years on Good Morning Britain, Shephard experienced countless unforgettable moments. He interviewed major political leaders, spoke with celebrities promoting films and music, and covered major world events as they unfolded. Each morning brought a different challenge and a different story to tell, but it was often the human interest stories that stood out most. Shephard's genuine empathy during emotional interviews made a strong impression on viewers. Whether speaking with families overcoming tragedy or individuals achieving extraordinary goals, he approached every conversation with sincerity. These moments reminded audiences why morning television remains such a powerful medium. It brings real stories directly into people's homes. A presenter people trust. Over time, Shephard built something more valuable than fame. He built trust. Television audiences can be quick to judge presenters who appear insincere or overly dramatic. Shephard avoided those pitfalls by staying authentic. His on-screen personality matched what viewers sensed off-screen: approachable, thoughtful, and quietly enthusiastic about his work. That authenticity helped him connect with multiple generations of viewers. Some knew him from children's television, others from sports coverage, and many from his years hosting Tipping Point or Good Morning Britain. Few presenters managed to. The emotional goodbye to Good Morning Britain. After years of early alarms and live broadcasts, Shephard eventually reached a turning point in his career. As he prepared to leave Good Morning Britain, the moment carried deep emotional weight. Colleagues and viewers alike reflected on the role he had played in shaping the program's identity. Morning television teams often become like families. Working together in the early hours of the day creates a unique bond between presenters, producers, and crew. For Shephard, saying goodbye meant closing a chapter that had defined much of the past decade of his life. But it also meant stepping toward an exciting new opportunity. The next chapter, This Morning. That opportunity arrived in the form of a new role on This Morning. The iconic daytime program has been a staple of British television since the late 1980s, blending lifestyle segments, celebrity interviews, cooking demonstrations, and discussions about everyday life. For Shephard, joining This Morning represents both continuity and reinvention. His experience with live television, interviews, and light entertainment makes him perfectly suited for the show's format. At the same time, it allows him to explore new types of content and reach audiences in different ways. Fans who have followed his journey are eager to see how he brings his signature warmth to this beloved program. Why Ben Shephard's career stands out. In an industry where many presenters come and go, Shephard's longevity is remarkable. Several factors explain his success. Versatility. He has moved seamlessly between children's programming, sports broadcasting, quiz shows, and news presenting. Authenticity. Audiences trust him because he feels genuine. Professionalism. Whether hosting a light-hearted game show or discussing serious world events, he maintains a consistent level of quality. Connection with viewers. Perhaps most importantly, he understands the people watching at home. These qualities have helped him build a career that continues to evolve more than 2 decades after it began. Looking ahead, as Ben Shephard steps onto the set of This Morning for the first time as a host, he carries with him years of experience and a loyal audience eager to follow him into this next phase. His journey, from energetic children's TV presenter to respected morning broadcaster, shows how dedication, adaptability, and authenticity can shape a lasting career in television. For viewers who have watched him grow over the years, the move isn't just another job change. It's the continuation of a story they've been following for decades.